My name is Niki Ashton, and I'm the Member of Parliament for Churchill. And this is, I believe, is history in the making. The fight to save the Canadian Wheat Board. I've known for many years the importance of the Canadian Wheat Board to where I come from in northern Manitoba. I grew up in Thompson and grew up with people from Churchill and from along the Bay Line, and knowing that Churchill depends very much on the wheat board. 95% of what goes through the port of Churchill is board grain from across the prairies, and it makes that kind of export, of course, creates a number of jobs in the community of Churchill, both direct and indirect, and it affects the fact that people that work on the Bay Line and live along the Bay Line depend on the train traffic that goes through to Churchill carrying that grain as well. And so, down to Thompson and the Paw, all of us depend on what comes out of the Canadian Wheat Board. I also knew from growing up the importance of the Wheat Board here in Winnipeg, and the hundreds of people that have worked to create this institution. And of course, across the Prairies, very importantly, and really maybe most importantly, is the work of farmers who produce the best grain in the world, the best wheat in the world. And I'll add that when I was 16 years old, I had a chance to study I got a scholarship to study overseas in Hong Kong, and I had a chance to do some research on what it meant to China to import Canadian wheat. And they had such high regard for the quality of Canadian wheat, and better than anywhere else in the world. There was often reference to the work of the Wheat Board to maintain that best quality, that guaranteed quality. And so, whether it's from my home in northern Manitoba or, a proud person from the Prairies, or what I saw from being overseas, it's the Wheat Board is a big part of who we are. And, when I got elected as Member of Parliament for Churchill, I knew, Harper and his crew of Conservatives weren't fans of the Wheat Board. But I, like many other Canadians, believed that they would actually allow farmers a vote in terms of the future of the Canadian Wheat Board. And after the May 2nd election, when Minister Ritz said that no longer was going to be the case, and showed it certainly through his actions, I think, to me that was, it was shocking. And I think to many Canadians, many Western Canadians believed that Western Canadian farmers would have a say in the institution that they helped create. And to see a Minister of the Crown disregard that and work with his colleagues to push through debate and fail to listen to voices from across the country, from across Western Canada, I would say is unacceptable. The work of the Canadian Wheat Board directors, the Friends of the Wheat Board, the Canadian Wheat Board Alliance, the National Farmers Union, people from northern Manitoba, people from across Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta that have said that the Wheat Board is important to us. That work is I would say history in the making, because together people have come together to fight Harper's undemocratic agenda and to stand up to the arrogance that they say that they know better than us what matters to our communities, what matters to our economy. And there's a lot more to keep fighting for. Today we're fighting for the Wheat Board. Tomorrow it's for supply management and other marketing structures. The day after that it's the CBC, and the day after that it's Medicare. All organizations, all institutions that we're so proud of as Canadians. And the message that we're sending to Harper and the Conservative government is hands off the Wheat Board, let farmers vote, let Western Canadians be heard, and if not, get out of there, and we'll take on and create a government that actually stands up for Western Canada.